everyone. It is a beautiful and sunny April day here in London, and as you can see, I am still here and not yet in Wales. My trip had to be delayed just a few more days in order to finalise some work things, as I didn't want to have to do them at my family home, and instead, to be able to be fully present with my family once I got there. That was very important to me. And so I'm here just for a few more days, which also gave me time to do a couple more fun things that I wanted to do. This past week also gave me some time to really consider some things that have been on my mind, mainly in regards to some big goals and dreams that I have, and also my current work life and how I spend my time. I think that since my big life shift and mental shift in these last couple of months, I have really come to the realization that no matter how you wish to think about it, that life is short, and it really struck me as I began to feel how much I wanted to make every day matter, how much I wanted to spend my time doing what I love, what lights me up, and what makes me feel truly inspired and truly happy, and how much I no longer wanted to feel as though I'm simply just going through the motions of the everyday. I realized that even though I was working very hard and trying to achieve certain goals in my work life and kept pushing, there were also areas where I've been feeling a great deal of friction and stagnation, and I felt deeply in my heart that a change was needed in order for me to feel happier and more at peace. And even though sometimes these changes can feel truly overwhelming and things feel beyond uncertain, for me, I knew that the pain of staying the same had become greater than the pain of making a change. Spring brings with it so many beautiful changes. They are everywhere, in the colours, the smell of the breeze, and in nature, flourishing all around. It brings hope of new and wonderful things yet to come. And this year, even more than previous years, I'm feeling such a wind of change pushing me forward with courage. Pushing me not only to acknowledge to myself my authentic desires and feel the sense of peace from being able to finally voice them to myself, but also to start taking small but courageous steps towards my desires, and accepting the challenges that may come along the way. This year, I promised myself that I would live my most authentic life, that I would do everything to the best of my ability, whilst also working slowly on my dreams, even if those steps are incrementally small, and that I would also remember to be kind to myself, as that is how true change is slowly made over time. But most of all, this year, I reminded myself that it is never too late to do what you love and to reach for happiness.
It is such a beautiful day today. It is so sunny and actually really, really warm. It's just a little bit windy, but it's actually really refreshing. It's so nice. And I've come outside today because I really wanted to get some sunshine on my face and to not miss this beautiful, beautiful day, even though I had some things to do at home. But I had to really quickly go run some errands. And then I also wanted to pick just a little bit more nettles because I want to come home and make something that I'm really excited about, that I did mention in a previous video. And yes, so after that I just really wanted to stay outside a little bit longer and even decided to get myself a little coffee, which I don't do very often when I'm outside. I don't normally get coffees very often. being out. And if I do, if I know I'm going to get a coffee, I always do try to take my red reusable mug that I have. But I didn't think I'd be spending so much time outside today, and actually I really wanted to sit in this park just a little bit longer and just take in all this beautiful sunshine. So I decided to get a one-off coffee, and I think I'm just going to stay here for a little while, absorb the sunshine, and then head home and make a couple of things that I'm really excited to make today and share with you guys. And also, actually, I just want to say that when I do get one of these cups, I always do try to actually reuse it in some shape or form at home afterwards, as much as possible. So either, you know, you can keep stuff and wash this cup and keep some stuff in it that you need to, or some kitchen bits and bobs sometimes, or even sometimes if I'm painting or doing something, I'll use this cup as well. So I always do try to reuse it in some shape or form. I always find a use for these cups whenever possible. So that helps me feel not so bad about buying, having a takeout cup. But yes, it is just such a beautiful day. It is getting so much warmer. It's so nice. I'm really excited for the even warmer weather to come around. It's really exciting for April and May and June. I think by the time it gets to about July in London, it does get a little bit unbearable normally, and I really want to escape by that time, which is perfect because normally, my school, the school year finishes, my classes finish, and I do normally escape home to North Wales, as you guys know, and I escape London and this terrible heat and stuffiness that we have here. But I do really enjoy the prior months of like April, May, June. Those are normally really nice here. And so yeah, I'm very excited for the time to come. But I think I'm going to finish off my little bit of coffee and then head home and share some exciting things with you all. Hello everyone! So today I'm going to be doing something that is just one of my favorite things to do, and that is making a infused honey, a herbal infused honey. And
As you know, I've made so many different infused honeys in my previous videos using all kinds of different plants and flowers, and so today I'm making my probably absolute favorite, which is rose infused honey. And as you guys know, I just absolutely adore rose. It is such an incredible and special plant. Not only does it taste and smell absolutely amazing, it is also just really incredible in all kinds of different forms, from using it in foods, honeys, then you can do infused oils with it, which from that you can make all kinds of different things, lotions and soaps and balms and all kinds of beautiful things that you can do with rose. So rose is just one of my absolute favorite plants. And so today I'm going to be making my rose infused honey. It is just a honey that I adore. It is so tasty, so wonderful, and just reminds me of it's like the epitome of summertime to me. And if you guys might remember, it was a long time ago already, but last summer I had made a little batch of this rose infused honey, which I actually made at home while I was at my parents' home in Wales. And I made it there using my parents' fresh roses that they had. So I used fresh rose petals and infused it in honey, and then took this honey with me here back to London. And I am just still shocked that it's still here and hasn't been consumed, but I have been letting it sit for as long as possible, honestly, because I found that the longer you let the honey sit, the more beautiful the taste becomes as the rose petals infuse. And so it does taste incredibly wonderful at this point, and so I actually decided that I'm not going to consume it and instead actually take it now back home with me. And I think I'm going to gift it to my mom, because I know that she will absolutely love this little gift. She will really, really appreciate it, and she also loves everything everything like from honeys and jams and all kinds of things like that. So I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to take it with me, as I'm actually going to go home at the end of this week. The timeline of my trip changed a little bit, so when you guys will see this video, I think I will be either on my way home or already at home. So yes, I've decided that I'm going to take this back home instead, and I'm going to make a whole new batch in this big jar this time, and make a whole new rose infused honey to keep here in London, and then let it infuse all the way into summertime. So really let it sit, and I think that by summer it is just going to really have the most incredible taste, and then you can use it in all kinds of lovely things, and baking, use it for all kinds of different recipes. So and yes, because I don't have fresh rose petals, I am going to use my dry rose petals that I have, which is also absolutely fine. I think if you have fresh rose petals, it definitely is a little bit better, because you get just that fresh, beautiful scent and flavor which gets transferred. But if you don't, you can also absolutely use dried herb, dried plant material. If that is all you have, it is also absolutely fine. And then I just tend to leave it a little bit longer than I normally would with fresh ones, which I would normally maybe let sit for about 3 to 4 weeks perhaps. You can even do shorter. Some people do a much shorter length of time, but I normally give it about a month to really infuse. But as I'm using dried ones, I want to just give it a little bit more time to infuse and really give that wonderful, wonderful flavor. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to make a whole big batch of wonderful rose infused honey, and then let it sit, and hopefully in a couple months we will have a really beautiful honey. So I'm going to start with that, and it's a very, very simple process, and I'm going to show you guys as I go along. So here is our rose honey. It is looking really, really wonderful. I've given it a really good stir because it was quite thick. So do make sure to really stir everything really well if you do this, especially with if you have lots of dried material. And yes, so it's going to sit now for, I would say maybe I'll give it at least 2 months and then see how it is. And I'm going to put it in a cool, dark place and just let it sit, probably in a cupboard somewhere. And yeah, I'm very, very excited to see how this turns out. I know it's just going to be so delicious and so aromatic once it has had time to infuse properly. And also the rose petals, if they're dried, they will really soften with time. They'll become really wonderful and soft, and then they are completely edible, so you can just eat the honey as it is like that, or if you really want to, you can strain your honey out and have it without the petals. But just so you know, the petals are completely edible, and in fact they are so delicious, in my personal humble opinion. And one of my favorite things to do, and this came from my childhood, from my grandmother, who used to make a wonderful rose petal jam actually, which is something I am yet to try, but she would make this so often, and I just have memories of sitting and just eating this jam with rose petals, and it just being so delicious. And yeah, so childhood memories of eating rose petals. And so one of my favorite things to do is to just take this honey along with the petals and just spread it on a piece of toast. Or likewise, you can add it into any kind of cooking or baking. It is just so wonderful, and I highly recommend for you guys to try if you do like infused honeys, and if you do enjoy the smell and taste of rose. I think you'll really love it. But also you can definitely make, as I've made in previous videos, you can make infused honeys with things like lavender, although I wouldn't recommend eating the lavender. It's not quite the same. It's very strong, and not so good on our stomachs, whereas rose is completely different and fully edible. But a beautiful lavender infused honey is also so wonderful. And likewise, you can make infused honeys with things like thyme, rosemary, kind of kitchen herbs like that. And I've made a thyme infused honey before in one of my previous videos, and that is a beautiful honey for things like sore throats and coughs. It is just really wonderful. It's anti-microbial, and it has all kinds of bacteria fighting elements in it. So it is a really good honey, especially for colds and flu kind of time. But this is such it's a honey that reminds me so much of summertime, and also of my grandmother. So I feel really happy when I make this honey. So yes, and now guys, I will finish this day off, I think, before it starts to get really dark in this room, and I will check on my nettle cake, and then I will probably close out this video and say goodbye to you all, and I shall probably see you next time when I am at home already in Wales, and I'll be really excited to get some beautiful footage for all of you and see what I can share. I'm going for just probably a week and a bit, so I do really want to make sure I spend quality time and be really present with my family, who I don't see really that often, to be frankly honest, being all the way down here in London. And yeah, just be really present, and also just have a really good rest, because I feel that from January to this point it's been quite a full-on couple of months of a lot of different things, and job things, and personal life things, and I just feel like I could really use a clean breath of fresh air in the Welsh countryside, and just breathe it all out and breathe in some
good new energy. So yes, I'm really looking forward to that, but as I say, I will try and film some beautiful things for you guys and let you in on what I'll be getting up to there. I am hoping, fingers crossed, that perhaps me and my sister, one of my sisters, are going to go camping together. Perhaps, we shall see. It all depends on the weather. But we really wanted to do that and to just get out into the countryside. So hopefully that will be on the cards, but we shall see. And until then, I am going to wish you guys a really lovely rest of your day or night, wherever you are. I hope that you are all doing well and looking after yourselves. And as always, I just want to say such a big thank you to all of you for all of your kindness and constant support and your beautiful kind words on my videos. I read them all and I am just so incredibly touched by all of your love, and I am just so grateful to have you all here. I cannot believe sometimes that we have such a beautiful and kind and generous and thoughtful community here, and this beautiful little corner on the internet which is just filled with so much love, and I'm just so grateful to all of you for that. And it is something really special, and I do not take it for granted. And I am so happy to have you all here and to share this space with you, and I can't wait to keep sharing even more. So I think I will say goodbye for now and go check on my cake, and I hope to see you guys all very soon in my next video. Take care for now.